Devon Dampier and the Utah Utes are fresh off a 43-10 victory over UCLA at the Rose Bowl this past Saturday. Devon, welcome to the Heisman Trophy Podcast.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. You know, part of the job of an interviewer, any good interviewer worth his salt, is you have to go stalk people on social media. So I was looking at your social media accounts and I see Spider-Man everywhere. So I just, what is it about that character that resonates with you so much?
Yeah, no, I just think it was mainly kind of the spidey senses thing. That was kind of just the biggest part, just on the field, that tends to activate. But just kind of been my favorite hero kind of growing up, and just kind of applied it finally in the football universe.
Yeah. Does your spidey sense ever tingle when there's a defender closing in on your blind side?
That's what I call it, because it's definitely instinct.
Yeah. Do you see any similarities between being Spider-Man and being a quarterback?
Yeah. I think there's a little bit of both. You both try to make others better around you. Try to help the situation.
Do you get into character when you're playing? Because I knew a guy years ago who was a running back, and he said he used to take on the character of Tony Montoya of Scarface when he was running.
Oh, really?
And so I'm just curious if that's something. Do you become Spider-Man when you get on the field?
Mentally, I tell myself like I put the mask on, but nothing more than that.
Yeah, that's not too crazy. I noticed that you set a goal for 6,000 yards of total offense. That is a lot. Last year at New Mexico, you guys had around 5,800 yards, so you almost got there. But Coach Winningham, Utah has historically been pretty defensive-minded. When he talked to you about transferring, what did he tell you about the kind of offense he wanted to run? And is he going to let you and Coach Beck have free reign to kind of go wild?
Yeah, that was definitely a main reason why I came here for sure. He first talked about culture and how important that is to him, especially during this age of football, just to keep that going. And then, the offensive side, totally believed in my talents on the field, and he totally believes in Coach Beck as well. So, he definitely let us know that if we came here, it was going to be up to us. And, he's gave us that power.
When you got there, what were some of the little things you noticed, the differences between from New Mexico going over to Utah, like we talked about, very defensive minded? Were there little traditions or little ways of doing things that really stuck out to you?
Yeah, I just thought practices were a lot just a little bit more deliberate when we did things, and just also the mentality. I think the mentality we had in New Mexico was great, but obviously being here, Utah is known for just having that tough mindset every time we're on that field. So every practice almost felt like a game to me.
Did you already have that tough mindset, or did you have to develop it further now that you're at Utah?
I feel like I've always had it, especially just from high school. I always felt like I was doubted growing up. That chip on my shoulder never leaves.
I was going to ask you about that. You won a state title at Saguaro High in Scottsdale. I mean, I look at the tape of you in high school, and you look just like Kyler Murray to me. Clearly, other people weren't, into that as much. So, what do you think happened with that? What was going on with your high school recruiting that you didn't get a lot of attention from the Power 5 schools?
Yeah, I did. I was blessed to be in a situation where I was. We had a lot of players that also went D1, so I definitely got the time to throw in front of them and things. For the most part, the height was always the emphasis that was told just about me. So
Yeah.
New Mexico took that shot on me, and I accepted that opportunity, and I'm grateful for it. So I took it.
It seems weird that height is still a thing especially when Kyler Murray was the first pick in the draft and he's short. But one area that people talk about you needing to improve is your completion percentage as a passer. You had a big game against UCLA, 21 of 25, 84%. That's your best completion percentage game. What did Coach Beck say to you about that afterwards? And how would you grade your overall performance against the Bruins?
Yeah, Coach Beck came up to me right after. Again, let me know that I played very well, and he was happy the way I came out. Just the leadership, and especially obviously the performance. But just he has a lot of trust in me this year. I could definitely feel it. He had trust in me last year, but just to already have a year under your belt, you can definitely feel when a coach trusts you a lot more out there. So
Yeah.
he made that certain. for sure. And I mean, I thought my performance was well. It always helps when the O line and the receivers and the running backs when everyone contributes. It makes my job a lot easier.
Was that one of the factors when you were looking at what school to go to? Did you look at Utah's O line? You see five starters return, you think, wow, it's a good situation to be in.
Yeah, that was. I always tell people that was probably number one. When you see that front five, it's like, man, I want to be behind those guys.
What kind of work did you do in the offseason to help improve your accuracy as a passer?
Yeah, just timing and visualizing coverages with the receivers as well. Just being able to talk to them when we're just alone, just us working out. Just be able to have that same pace, same communication. When you're on the same timing as them,
Yeah.
the ball tends to get in their hands.
They say that for a quarterback, the biggest jump in improvement goes from like second year to third year in a system. How much of that do you think is going to be just natural progression for you, improving versus the kind of specific work that you're putting in?
Yeah, I think a very natural improvement for me, especially I felt that just when I first got here, I'm going against a great defense every single day. So I just felt that progress going, and again that second year being under this offense, going into game week, I went in there with confidence, and I think that's just going to continue to grow.
There's so much transferring going on now in college football. I feel like I talk to everyone every week, someone who's a transfer, and I'm always curious to know uh, what's it like going to a new school. I mean, is it like the first day of school when you go in and you have to meet all these new people and everyone's looking at you and you know what I mean? Is what's that challenge to you? I know you're an adult, but I feel like it's a little bit the same, right? You got a whole new set of eyes on you. What was that like?
Yeah, it's all about just getting out of your shell for sure. I was lucky to come here with two of my other teammates from New Mexico, so obviously I bonded with them right away. But just to be able to meet the new people and open up to them, I think that's what allowed our team just to come so close together already.
Yeah. What part of your game do you obsess about most in the film room and why?
Um, Definitely not taking sacks. That's my number one. I love helping my offensive line out. They make a lot of calls throughout the game. So, if they tend to mess up one time, I always let them know, I got your back. We're going to keep the no sacks going every game.
Right. Well, you're an incredible escape artist in the pocket. Is it? Do you have this mentality in your head that okay, I'm going to drop back, but man, if nothing's there, I can always take off and run. Does that really just make life easier for you mentally?
Yeah, I think that's a talent I was blessed with, for sure. Just to be able to, if the throw's not there, the defense is allowed to be good also. So sometimes the defense does play good coverage, and just for me to be able to get out and make a bad play turn into a positive play is something I very much like to do.
Utah fans are getting pretty excited about right now. They haven't really had a whole lot of dynamism at quarterback consistently over the years. How do you handle the weight of these new expectations? Are you feeling the weight of expectations? Not just from the coaches, but also the fans. I mean, and also the ones you put on yourself. I mean, what is this new situation like that you find yourself in?
Yeah, I'm glad to be in this situation. When I first got here, I heard about how highly everyone talked about Cam Rising. So, just to fill in behind him, it does mean a lot to me for sure. The opinions, I try to keep it around my team. I think that's the best way. That allows my mindset to stick to what I need to stick to. So, I try to stay away from the outside noise as much as possible.
Yeah. Besides Spider-Man and other superheroes, what do you like to do when you're away from football?
Definitely. Food is something I really love to do, especially with my guys. It's very rare that I'm eating alone. I always find someone to just go eat with and talk and get away from football a little bit.
Yeah, you're definitely a mountain slash Southwest guy. Arizona, New Mexico, Utah. Which of those three states has the best food? Do you think?
I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to keep it Arizona. Arizona has everything. The burgers, the Mexican food. They got chicken and waffles. They got everything. They got everything.
uh, if football was suddenly gone tomorrow, what path do you think you would see yourself taking?
It's a good question. But for the most part, I have wanted to coach. I got to figure out my patience level with that. That is something that I do want to do eventually. Um, yeah, just as right now, whatever life steers me, I feel like I'm a hardworking guy. I feel like I can always challenge myself to be the best in anything I do.
Yeah. What about your major? I think I saw that. Are you an electrical engineering major? Is that right?
That's what I that's what I started off in.
Uh-huh.
I had to switch to economics. It was a little harsh on me
Yeah.
the first year I took it.
Are you a naturally interested in engineering process and how things work?
Yeah, yeah, I'm big on just math and those little nerdy things. I'm a little into that for sure.
Yeah. Do you like play any like puzzle games or word games online or anything like that to challenge your mental capacity?
Yeah, like those little IQ things, little test things.
Yeah.
I used to be one of those that just took them all the time and would tell my friends to take them just to see where my IQ was at and stuff.
Yeah. What about like fixing and building things? Do you like, can you build a bike or fix your bike or fix your car or do any of that kind of stuff?
I'm trying. That's actually like what I'm trying to get more into. Just being able to be Mister Fixer Up.
Yeah. Is there something about you besides what we already know that fans would be surprised to learn, like as far as personality traits or other hobbies? I saw you riding a horse on your social media. Is that a thing that you like to do?
Yeah. So Coach Swan, he's the real cowboy coach here. So I told him, when I'm able to get my house, you can cowboy me up, and he said he got me. So that's coming soon. Coming soon.
Yeah, yeah. Utah's never had a Heisman winner. It has had one Heisman finalist, Alex Smith, back in 2004. What would it mean for you to make it to New York in December?
It would mean a lot. Especially just one. Heisman, obviously, one person wins it, but just as a team, for me to get there, it means a lot. Just because, well, when I got here, it's been a different type of football than I'm used to. We're a lot more loving for each other. Everything matters, and just the way the guys rally around me. For me to be in that spot and just represent our team, that would be huge.
Well, just to give you a little thing to shoot for, the last 14 quarterbacks to win the Heisman averaged 4,300 yards of total offense and 48 combined touchdowns the year they won. Last year, you were at 3,934 and you had 31 total touchdowns. So you're clearly within striking distance. You're now in your second year in the system. What should we look from you as the season goes on? And do you think you can get to that level as far as, that Heisman threshold, what we talk about when we talk about those great quarterbacks?
Yeah. I just think, especially out of our offense, just to expect to be better efficient. Last game was our first game, and I'm happy the way we came out, and just to keep building on that. I think we're going to get more comfortable with each other, and plays are going to just come a lot more natural to us. So, yeah, I think a lot of progress is going to come with that.
You just played UCLA in the Rose Bowl, a great debut for the Utes, and you are coming back to play for the first time in Rice Eccles against Cal Poly on Saturday. How excited are you to play in front of the fans?
I'm super excited. I've got to see a couple of people just when I was out about before football season, and the must is the real thing. So I'm excited to see our student section for sure, and just the fan base as well.
Well, Devon Dampier of Utah, boy, what an exciting player you are. Really fun to watch. Amazing runner, amazing passer, just a great all around quarterback. Good luck to you the rest of the season. Good luck against Cal Poly, and maybe we'll see you in New York in December.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you.